We were at Satal at the Birders' Den. Here, sun rises early and sets early. Our activity was set at 5:30 a.m. sharp, and we were all to meet at the hide, which was designed in the backyard of the premise. Nothing but the chirping of the birds, both nocturnal and in daytime, is a charm of this place. The soothing long-tailed nightjar's call and the mountain owlet is what you can experience within a feet away from your balcony. The balcony view opens to the rising sun amongst the mountains through a breathtaking foliage of the pine and oak trees. It is hard to believe than to witness. Everything begins with the shade of your mood and ends with the never-ending shade of your mood. A posh resort, well designed with excellent room service and all warm-hearted people is all you need to keep your focus on your itinerary than crib on the amenities. Nothing is there to crib with such an engaging atmosphere that peps up your mood within seconds with its oxy-rich environment. The hide, which is a camouflage shelter that is used to observe wildlife, especially birds, at close distances, were well designed with stools and enough place for everyone. We were 9 of us, each one settled with their comfort, taking their place like being the first day of a school. Here, the only difference was we were here to learn and witness the nature's dramatic theatre that was to engulf in front of us, and we as spectators had no choice of applauding the scenario with claps or whistles other than capturing them in our lenses to share it to the world. Silence was the utmost important necessary element, as the artist was shy to humans and hated noisy atmosphere. We were amongst some exotic looking birds which didn't enjoy the noise. A rendezvous of birds, you may call it, and we were a part of this theatre as spectators anxiously waiting to see them. It was a buffet with variety of eateries as per their individual tastes. Our naturalist guide Rahul probably knew their tastes and catered to their need by serving every slot. The servings were for the birds to quench their tummies. Breakfast in nature begins early, all set for who will have the best shot first in their gears, while we waited for the celebrities to arrive. As the canvas of the sky was painted with the dawn of the rising sun, the feathery angels arrived. Awestruck with the crowd of this amphitheater, I couldn't stop soaking their colors in my eyes. Only triggers of the shutters were the background music of this amphitheater. As I said, everything is beautiful and is the painter's creation, the Almighty. Flooded with color combinations, the birds are just but the treat to your eyes. A wish list of some particular species was done before coming here. I was sure that all my 5 SD cards would be utilized with the amount of feathery bodies seen for just the morning session. After the morning session, we were waiting for our grub. A lavish buffet breakfast was waiting to be served on our plates. Simple but tasty meals kept us on toes with no trouble to our tummies due to the healthy diets. Chefs are extremely good and humble. We then headed to see the Hanuman Tal. The pristine forests and the valleys is nothing but a well-crafted landscape of colors and shades. On the way, we stopped from some birding sessions by taking a walk and capturing some candid moments of the flycatchers and some flower peckers. Even some nutcrackers were a treat to the eyes. For a change from the morning setup, this was more challenging to shoot in their natural habitats. Getting the right moment and being in the right place with the right angle would help make a good picture. It was a hustle, but everyone cooperated well as we all were like-minded and just had one goal: grab the moment and live to the fullest. The joy in each one's heart and eyes was seen after every capture. Sharing is fun. The aim at Hanuman Tal was for the green tree pie, which we couldn't see but saw the beautiful broadbill couple. Broadbill is a bird with his natural helmet-like design, as they all described it that way. Amazing colors and superb design probably has named this bird as the helmetwala in local lingo Hindi language. It was a couple preparing for the cozy nesting before the rains. How amazing it is that they crave for nesting only to serve their needs for survival, which is not destined at a single place, while we crave for those till we are satisfied, which rarely occurs where satisfaction is on the agenda. Greed is only with us and not seen in nature, which we keep learning from them. The nest isn't much good looking, as probably these beautiful ones knows that if it goes good looking, it might be a threat from the intruders, and hence it looks like one clumsy hanging bunch of twigs and leaves just extended from a vine with solely hanging and no branch clinging near it. How fascinating it is to see their intelligence, as safety for their family is of utmost priority, like us. Proper in and out ventilation, and the position is such that the morning vitamin D has to fall on the nest, giving the warmth and the nutrition that every living being needs on this earth. I can sit for hours studying their behavior and write about it, but wouldn't be relevant here. We got some pics, some flying shots, but not to the satisfactory. So we decided to move and gather to the next venue. We planned to come the next morning to spend some more time for the broadbill. The next immediate venue is Hanumantal. The mini flowing brook that takes the water to the lake below is like a jacuzzi spot for the birds. Heat was picking up, but we all took our positions around 15 feet from the place and sat. Our guide said, "पंछी आएंगे अभी, उनके नहाने का टाइम हो गया है. It's the birds' bathing time." It was 10ish, and we were to be waiting there till afternoon. I was excited as the natural amphitheater just reincarnated in few minutes. The first visitor was an aqua blue, the verdita flycatcher. Mesmerized with the colors and the exclusivity of this bird, seeing here was like a sparrow there. After every 15 minutes, this celebrity was like a commoner. Similar perch, similar gestures, and repeating behaviors are commonly seen in birds, but still one cannot stop capturing them in your lenses. Flooded with a riot of colors, the Leotrix, the black-headed jay, the paradise flycatcher male and female, the whistling thrush, and many more was like a downpour of exotic thirst that just quench and release the adrenaline rush for clicking. Uttarakhand is truly a paradise for birding. I just felt the convenience of photographing the birds here is as refreshing as of Bharatpur. Plenty of birds and amazing landscapes is all a heaven for birders or photographers to be here and witness. Meanwhile, the atmosphere soothes your fatigue out and embraces you with every enchanting cool breeze that fragments the fatigue in seconds and turns them into blooming fantasies of pristine thoughts, enriching your soul. The birds too weren't shy here, as their need and purpose was fulfilled, as water is precious for everyone's survival and food is in abundance. Drinking and bathing to quench the thirst with the need to beat the heat is even our priority as seen in nature. Hence, the importance of water is seen everywhere, which is again a big learning when we waste it. We had a good birding session that afternoon. Soon after we came back for our lunch. Each one of us was more excited to shoot than eating, but tummies were demanding for food, and to have the extra innings of energy was much needed.